Hello, everybody. This is Robert Hollis. I hope you're having a wonderful and blessed day. And today's title is Prepaid Travel. Are you kidding me? Prepaid Travel. So, for those of you can go to roberthollis.com/free, get a copy of my free book, and we'll wait for Mark Zuckerberg and the Facebook crew to go out there with all their algorithms and notify everybody that I'm doing a video. So, I'm going to click on settings here. Doesn't look like anybody is on here yet. There they come. Craig Jackman, how are you doing, my friend? I hope you guys had fun yesterday. We all missed you, of course, on the Ask Me Anything. And so, hi, Arthur. Hello. Hi, Lisa. Nice to see you on here. And yeah, I'm super excited about this. It's here. It's here. Hi, Aaron Parker. Appreciate you, man. Hi, Jillian. Hi, Ola. Hi, Lisa again. Jennifer, great to have you on here. Pretty excited, man. Mr. Aaron Parker, a BIP with prepaid travel, man. That's pretty awesome. So, hi, Mark. How you doing? Great to have you on here. Hi, Mike, Vernie, Kai, nice to see you on here. And I see that we're a little bit after the mark here. And I plan on also doing, yeah, I can't stop thinking or talking about prepaid travel. So anyway, each and every one of you, my name is Robert Hollis. I hope you're having a wonderful and blessed day. And I want to share with you this new concept, this new disruptor that's called prepaid travel. Now, to give you some really cool background, you know, I've been blessed to make millions and millions of dollars in trends. I'm always capitalizing on trends. And when you capitalize on a trend, you don't have to be smart. You don't have to be good looking. You don't have to know anybody. It's like stepping in front of a train, a freight train doing 80 miles an hour. You step in front of it, you just go along. And so I can remember, and one of these trends is when, you know, AT&T got broken up and they deregulated long distance. And so some of you have heard of MCI and Sprint. Isn't it funny how MCI, you know, we must be talking to a whole generation of people that are going, what's MCI? So, of course, some people pivoted, you know, into the cellular industry. So hi, Curtis. Hi, David. Hi, John. And so while I was in long distance, I did it for a company called LCI. In fact, we sponsored a Indy car and won the Michigan 500. Man, that was some incredible deals. I think that was in 1996 that Andrew Libero won the Michigan 500 with our LCI ACN Firestone Honda car from Tasman Motorsports. Whoop, went off there. All right. So we're all out there and we're marketing long distance and making millions of dollars. So, you know, we could beat AT&T at a quarter. And all of a sudden we were selling it at 15 cents a minute. And I'm telling you what, it was like printing money. We were involved in this trend and it was easy. We can guarantee you savings, guarantee you savings. All right. And it went bananas. And the biggest reason it went bananas is because there wasn't any product to be shipped. It was virtual. Everything was virtual. And so one of the unique things that really happened, thank you, Craig, for posting that. People will see me in the winner's circle. My pager was going bananas. One of the highlights of my career for sure. But what ended up happening is someone came out, and I remember the company like yesterday, and it was called STS, and it was prepaid long distance cards. Prepaid long distance cards. And all of a sudden, that was the biggest explosion I've ever seen in network marketing history. And let me tell you why. One is people didn't understand filling out this piece of paper called a letter of authorization to switch their long distance. And just like Lisa said, It's instant gratification. Immediately, instant gratification that you've seen. People immediately would use the card. They would go over to a telephone booth. I know a lot of people don't know what those are. And they would dial the 800 number, and then it asks you to put the code on your phone. And then it says you got X amount of minutes. And then what you could do is immediately call a telephone number, and every couple of minutes it would come on and click and tell you. And it exploded. Why? It exploded because a brand new person in the business could get one card. That's it. And get the savings. Or what they do is they could get one card and give it away. And the commissions were there. So people that had a little more money might buy 2 to 5 cards. You know, a person that had more money would buy 20 cards. A person that wanted to really turn this into a fast money deal with everyone getting value would buy 1,000 cards. So it really, really grew fast, and it got really exciting because people could see instantaneous gratification, but also instantaneous value. When you have value, I've done so many trainings on this where, you know, I turn around and say, hey, listen, you know, you want this book? And people go, I don't know. And I say, well, I'll autograph it for you. And then people go, maybe. And then I say, well, I'll get Oprah to autograph it for you. What? See, you can keep getting people, and oh, by the way, if you buy my book, I'll take you out to dinner, you and a guest. You start providing value, and all of a sudden that value goes up. So everyone out there, you know, there's all these companies that come out with prepaid stuff. Now all of a sudden travel. So travel is right now really going to explode because people are finally tired of being locked down because of the pandemic. But normally this is what happens with travel. There's really only 2 ways to do it. One, you go to Expedia and Priceline, or what you do is you go to Delta and you buy product. You buy a plane ticket. You buy a hotel room. You do whatever you do, right? And that's one way of doing it. Another way, up until prepaid travel, is a monthly service. So I've been blessed. This trophy here is from a company called Pro Travel Network. It's really the nicest trophy I've ever got. It's the same company that makes the national championship trophies for the college sports. So if you ever seen those crystal trophies. And when I got this company, listen, you guys, I made $50,000 in my first 50 days. Because I could go onto the portal and say, hey, listen, tell me a place you want to visit. And they go, I don't know. I go, no, name any place. And they would say what the place was. I want to go to Bora Bora. I want to go to Fiji or whatever. And I would go on Priceline and I'd go on Expedia. I would find the place, 3-day stay, and let's just say it's $669. And I go, now watch. And I would do it on Expedia and Expedia and Priceline. Then I would immediately log on and show them. Now we could do it on Zoom. I can't believe we did have Zoom back then. And go, watch this. I'll go right into our portal with My Daily Choice, High Life Travel, and let's see what the price is. And it says $669, and then it says $274. So a 4-day or 5-day stay is a savings of over $1,700. And like not only instant gratification, but like Mike said, instant value. Instant value. They'd go, are you kidding me? And I'd go, yeah. And so at that time, believe it or not, people paid $500 to become a travel agent and had to pay, God, what was that a month? I think it was $200 a month. And we're signing up people like popcorn. It was amazing. Don't have to wait on travel. The product getting there. Some people will use the product and they won't use the product, so they'll stop their auto ship that NBC and Josh are smart enough now to call subscriptions. And when people bought memberships, listen to me, There was no residual. Zero residual. Because people would get in and then they would they would plan a trip, they would get the discounts on the trip, and then they would cancel their monthly service. They would go, well, I only take a trip once a year. I only take a couple of trips. So they would always come in and buy the membership to get the discounted savings, and then they were gone. So there was no residual in that travel business. But, I took that company, listen closely, I took that company, and probably why you guys are now understanding why I'm so freaking excited. I took that company from 200,000 the year before I joined it to $10 million. Wham! Whoom! And people went, wow. And here's another thing that people have trouble getting people to do is dream. So there's a part of what I always did is said, listen, if I could show you how to make a couple of $100, what would you do with it? Well, I'd pay down debt. How does that make you feel? And a lot of people don't understand how to paint a vision for a person. Vision inspires success in others now. How do you inspire them? How do you do that? They don't know how. With travel, it's pretty damn simple. See, people don't even know that they're doing this. They say, hey, listen, now that the pandemic's over, if you could visit anywhere, where you want to go? Oh, my wife has always wanted to go to Greece. My wife has always wanted to go to Hawaii. Everyone thinks of a place that they would like to visit. And why haven't they done it yet? Time and money, time and money, time and money. Every single time. So now you can turn around and say, hey, listen, you know what? What I would like to do, if you don't mind, is I would like to give you $100 in prepaid travel. I'd like to give you $100 in prepaid travel. All I need is your name and your email address and your phone number, and I'm going to shoot this over to you. Do you guys realize that if they don't do it and they don't use it, you get to take it back? You can go into the back office and hit cancel, and it goes right back into your wallet. So if they do use it, listen closely, they have to create a free account. They have to create a free account. So now what you do is you send them the card. They create a free account, and now that they created the free account, the balance goes into their wallet, and they already have prepaid savings there. Now, if they like this, there's 3 things that I've been trying to teach people since I learned them 35 years ago. Number 1, if it makes sense, it makes dollars. If it makes sense, it makes dollars. Oh, are you telling me, well, what if I wanted to buy $600, $600 worth of travel? No, it's not 600. If you spend 600, you get 10,000. What? Yeah, it's pennies on a dollar. So I'm gonna pull them up right here because I'm learning. You guys can see I'm excited. So if a person spent $200, they get $1,500 in prepaid travel. 400, 4,000. Do you guys hear that? 10 cents on the dollar. You could go all the way to 800 and get 10,000. But listen to this, the card system. There's going to be people that are going to do nothing but just use the cards. You can get one card for $10. You buy $10 card and you get $100 worth of savings. So it's all about savings. It's all about value. So if it makes sense, it makes dollars. So by giving away a card, then somebody can turn around, create an account. What would they do the very first thing? What would they do the very first thing? The very first thing is they would not only create the card, but they'd immediately go into the portal. They would immediately go into the travel portal. And they would put a city, they would put a place they were going to stay, and immediately they can compare that to the websites that have a price. Now, here's what's so cool about our portal. It says right on the top what the public pay and what we pay. Now, people are going to check it out anyway. I did. And so I found this place. I looked at it. It was $696 a night. And then I went into our portal, and like I told you, it was $270 or $240. So a 3 or 4 night stay was like $1,800 in savings. Again, immediate savings, immediate gratifications, immediate value. Oh my God, this person gave me 100 in savings, and oh my God, it works. So now if you knew that it works, now the second part, if it makes sense, it makes dollars, then the second part is, how easy is this? Oh my God, this is so freaking easy. What's another thing about prepaid travel? We're in every country. I'm going to find out the countries that we're not in, but listen to you guys, very, 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 very close. Very close. We're probably, it's easier. Well, how many countries are you in? We're not in 11. See, that's fun to say. So I don't know if it's 192 or over 200 now, but it's like we're not in Cuba. We're not in Afghanistan. We're not in Iran and Iraq. There's only 11 countries, and this is how the ones that you can say what it is. Listen closely. If they can't pay us and we can't pay them, that's the country that we're not in. But you guys, I need to really get this through to you. So the last one, I might as well say, if it makes sense, it makes dollars. If it's easy, and then what people got to say in their mind, or they won't do it, is they got to say, I could do that. And I'm going to leave you guys with this to show you why it's hard for me to sleep right now. My entire career, 35-year career, I've learned from the masters in this industry, the masters. And they always said, Robert, focus on the masses, you'll dine with the classes. Go after the 95% not sales types. Show them something that makes sense and makes dollars. Share with them an easy, simple, duplicatable way of doing things so they say, oh my God, I can do that. If you get 95% people that are not sales types to make money in this industry, you're done. You're done. My opinion, some people won't agree with me, but a lot of network marketing companies go after the 5%ers, the sales types. Sell product, sell product, sell product. You're leaving out 95% of the people. See, 95%ers will buy a package, but they won't sell it to anyone. Did you hear me? They won't sell it. They won't make retail. They just won't do it. They'll sit on the product. And when they don't make money, they quit. That's just the real facts. Now, you got another group of those non-sales types. These are people that love samples. I wish you had samples. Why do they want samples? I'll tell you why they want samples. They're not sales types, and they give their profit away. They're running a frickin' nonprofit. So they're buying samples and they're giving them away. And they're buying samples and they're giving them away. They're not selling them, they're giving them away. What's wrong with that? It's not duplicatable. Not everyone can afford to buy samples and buy extra product to give it away. So it doesn't duplicate. So now they got a bunch of people in their group that are not sales types that can't afford to buy more product and give more product away. And you're done. This is where you get people that go, I just can't get my group motivated to sell some more stuff. They've already tried to sell stuff and they didn't make money equal to the value. See, people go, man, I don't want to spend that much time and effort and money, and it didn't give me a value of reward back. I should have made a profit. I should have made some money. And it doesn't make a difference if the products work for them. See, they can still buy it. They can still be on a subscription themselves and buy it for themselves, but they're never going to build a group. They're never going to build a loyal, satisfied customer base because they're not sales types. You can't tell people, just change your personality. Now, these people can get in high life travel, prepaid travel, the disruptor in the travel industry. The subscription model is dead. No one else has this. No one else is doing this. And a person goes, so what could I do? Well, if you wanted to, you could go in and buy one card for $10. You get 6 business volume. And then if you gave that card away, it cost you $10 and you gave away $100 in prepaid travel. Now we do it with a virtual email. And people would go, well, I want to make sure that it works first. Okay, great. I'll send you a card. And then they plug into the travel, and then you could say to them, listen, when you see this works, you could then either buy 8 cards and be a builder. It costs you $65. No tax, no freight. Instantaneous. People love instant meals. They love fast food. They love instant drive-through. Give it to me. Bing, there you go. So now they got 8 cards or a builder, or they could do 20 cards for $135, 90 in volume, and they're an executive. I'm like going, are you kidding me? So listen, when you get your cards, I'll give you one of mine, and when you get your cards, then just transfer it back to me. So you can log in the back office, not only send people cards, but once you send them a card and now they get in, go, hey, do me a favor, send my card back. Or you might just look at that as a cost of doing business. But my God, as people try this and do this and they see where they could get savings, now they're planning vacations. And when they plan vacations, now they can pick a package of $1,500, $4,000, $7,000, or $10,000 in prepaid travel. So this is going to be the disruptor, just like Uber was with taxi cabs, just like Airbnb with hotels and motels. My Daily Choice is a disruptor to the home-based business industry. They're the disruptor to the affiliate marketing model. They're a disruptor to the network internet marketing. I've said this to Josh many, many, many times. Based on the thing that I see that My Daily Choice is today, I would not define it as a network marketing company, as an MLM company, no more than I would say that Amazon was a Walmart. Why? Because you're allowed to get in for free. You can make money without investing money. Did you hear me? You can go to super affiliate in this company and not ever have to spend your own money. So I could go on. I'm just saying, for those of you, I will go on. Let me go on one more other tangent. I had an incredible webinar today with Shandor, Dobley, and Judith Vardak. Esther was translating it from my Hungarian group. You know, Shandor was one of my 250Ks. And this is what I said to him. I'm going to give you guys a scenario on product. Just a scenario. First of all, focusing off their 5%ers. You know, not everyone can sell product. I know people that order product and sell it at retail. Again, not me. I'm telling you guys, I'm not interested in learning how to be a salesperson. I'm just not. But what I explained to them is I'm going to give you a really neat scenario. Let's say that you go out there and you bring in a big person that wants to make money. And they focus on a couple of sprays, right? So this is what happens. The company looks, Derek Jorgensen, the head of our supply chain, and MDC does such an amazing job. And so they look at the orders, and I'm just going to throw something out to you. I don't know these numbers, but let's say that they sell like a 2,000 core keto sprays in January, and they sell 2,100 in February, and they sell 2,200 in March. I'm just giving you crazy numbers, right? These are not original numbers. So then the company does a forecast on product. And they go, it looks like we're increasing about 100 new customers a month. So then they place that order, they get it. A couple months later, they're trying to always stay ahead of the growth, and they're doing this projection. Then you bring in a brand new leader, or you bring in a brand new person, they go, I'm going to do a promo. Everyone's got to buy 10 core ketos. Everyone's got to get 10 core ketos. And all of a sudden, they do a promo on that one product, and all of a sudden the sales that were projected to go to, 2,200, now go to 4,000. Overnight, $4,000 in keto sprays. Then you've got your people, they're all excited about marketing core keto. So what they do is they jump on the website, sold out. Why? I don't understand. Why did you guys ran out? Because you've got your whole group focused on one product, and all of a sudden it's out of stock. Now you got a lot of unhappy people in your group. It's like, no more XE trim. Sorry, no more capsules. Sorry, no more of this. Sorry, no more of this. And now you got your group all upset because, oh my God, my life's going to end if you guys don't find a way how to get XE trim back into order. It just takes one person with influence, because a majority of people are non-sales types and they're followers, that says, pink drink, out of stock. Just thought I'd throw that out there. All right? Me, I don't focus on products. I don't focus on products. What do I focus on? The number one thing in this industry. I focus on people. People are the number one thing in this business. It's a people business. And so you got to show people not only how to earn income, but it's got to be consistent. And you got to show them the principles of building this industry with non-sales types. Because sales types go from company to company to company to company to company. They'll get in, they'll stay focused, something changes. As soon as something changes, the excitement drops of the group, then their income stops. Now all of a sudden they lose their ranks and they're gone. The whole group goes to someplace else. So I focus on people, doing a theoretical example of what if just everyone just did 90 in volume. Not 4,000 in volume, just 90 in volume. And everyone could go out and do something simple by building two people that got two. If you're over aggressive, the average is 2.7. But if you're over aggressive, you could get like 3 or maybe 5, but you just stay focused. And now we're in every country. Everyone calls me all the time. Are we in Thailand? Yeah. Are we in Japan? Yeah. Are we in China? Yeah. Because now we have prepaid travel. So I just wanted to throw that out to you. To think, wow, what if I could focus on something that's virtual? I'm excited about this. So when you say prepaid, you want to be able to say, I'd like to offer you some prepaid travel, and I get it to you virtually, like sending you a gift card on an email. Because when you make money, yes, the first goal is get out of debt. Second goal, make enough money to maybe quit your job. No, maybe it's getting a reliable car. Then you get consistent enough with your money where maybe you want a nicer apartment or maybe a home in a nice, safe area. But regardless of how much you dream, eventually, to be honest with you, I'd like to take my family on a trip. I'd like to pay for it all. And I'd like to pay for all the excursions. I know this sounds weird, but when I was with Pro Travel Network and went from 1 to 10 million in 1 year, we went to a vacation in an all-inclusive resorts and cruises. Every 6 weeks we were in a different country. My God, I love that. I love that. And so that's why you guys, is still to this day, if you talk to my wife, which she is 1000% non-BS, she'll still say to this date that Pro Travel Network was the funnest company that we were ever involved in. So you guys are going to see some crazy stuff coming about. And to show you where I did a presentation for a large group in Thailand, and I logged into my back office today, you guys. I wish I could show it to you. And I had like 50 people that became 1K in 1 day. And you guys are going like, how did you do that? They don't have any other products there except prepaid travel. So figure out what you got to do to get yourself excited about this. I know that Josh is doing a presentation later this week, and I just love and appreciate each and every one of you. I know I did a video sort of like, oh my God, I'd like to do this. Get with the person that shared this with you. Get with the person that shared this video with you and say, hey, I'll take you up on $100 of prepaid travel savings. So, love and appreciate you. If no one's ever given you permission to succeed in life, let me be the first. And I'll see you guys on the next video. You guys are going to see a lot of videos moving forward that is all about, my focus of getting people to have a lifestyle, getting people to learn something that's simple and duplicatable. If you can't give away $100 in prepaid travel for $10, oh my God. Anyway, love and appreciate you. Thank you very much. Sarah, Carol, Lisa, Esther, Marta, thank you very much. Hi, Kai. Morgan, thank you very much. Jamie, just so awesome. Amanda, love you. Delroy, thank you very much. Dean, love and appreciate you guys. Talk to you later. Bye.